Hey listeners, if you haven't heard about Anchor.fm, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Anchor.fm is free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's ANCHOR.fm. Hi, welcome to the Maria Liberati Show, where food meets art, travel, and life, and where we explore the question, what does food mean to you? This is Maria Liberati. What does food mean to you? Well, I'm going to start today's segment off with my favorite foodie word of the day, and that word is desinade. Desinade is a dialect that comes from Florence, Italy. It's not real Italian, but it's a dialect that the Florentines put together to signify or mean the time of day that reunited men, women, and children inside to the family table and food. It signified a pause from work, an occasion of conviviality, exchanging of ideas, a time to be close to the art of the table. So I'm inviting you to desinade with me today during today's segment. And you can share your response to what food means to you and be part of the segment by sending or posting an audio sound bite of 60 seconds or less telling us what does food mean to you. Hashtag it, The Maria Liberati Show. Put it on social media or just a text of 50 words or less. Hashtag The Maria Liberati Show. Tell us what does food mean to you and post on social media and be part of the show. And you may be selected to receive an autographed copy of a book from my book series, The Basic Art of Italian Cooking. And any recipes that you hear on the podcast segments are on my blog at marialiberati.com and or part of my book series, The Basic Art of Italian Cooking. You know, that book series did win a Gourmand World Book Award in Paris in 2010, and you can find the book series at my blog, marialiberati.com, on amazon.com, or anywhere that you can find books online. There is The Basic Art of Italian Cooking, which is the original book in the series, which is my first book, and that's a coffee table book that includes charming stories of my life in Italy and recipes that go with the stories, and that has really a lot of very basic, and I consider that to be the easiest recipes that I had put together in one of the books. And The Basic Art of Italian Cooking, Holidays and Special Occasions, that book includes recipes and charming stories, again, of my life in Italy and Christmas Eve dinners spent in the Italian market area of South Philadelphia as well, and recipes that go with those stories from all the winter holidays that go from Christmas Eve all the way to Carnevale. So you have Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, Valentine's Day, the Epiphany or La Befana, as many know that, and Carnevale, which is the Italian version of Mardi Gras. Those recipes are somewhat easy, but they're recipes that I would consider more for special occasions, but you can use those recipes really to turn any day into a special occasion. Again, they're all easy to follow, and the last book in the Basic Art of Italian Cooking series is The Basic Art of Italian Cooking Da Vinci Style, and that book has 10 chapters. It's dedicated to Leonardo da Vinci, who most people do not realize was actually a true foodie. And Each chapter is dedicated to one of the cities that Leonardo da Vinci lived in and the recipes that are traditional in those cities, as well as some history and information on the works of art that da Vinci created while living in that particular city. Leonardo da Vinci was definitely one of the original foodies. My other book series, The Basic Art of, are short books dedicated to specific topics: pizza, pasta, how to create a Tuscan wedding, cocktails, coffee, the basic art of experiencing Venice. So again, you can find all those books online and anywhere books are sold. And if you have any foodie words in another language that maybe don't translate exactly to English, keep it clean though, this is a family show, please send them to us. We love to share. There's so many different concepts expressed in different languages. Most people don't know that I originally went to school to be a linguist, so I love languages and the nuances in different words. If you have a foodie word you'd like us to share on an episode of the Maria Liberati Show, please share it. Post on social media, hashtag it the Maria Liberati Show. And again, if we share it, if it's selected, you'll receive an autographed copy of one of the books from my book series, The Basic Art of Italian Cooking or The Basic Art of series. So we're going from a dialect in Florence or Tuscany to the origins of Carnevale. I'm calling this really my Carnevale episode. Carnevale is just about to happen. Carnevale is the Italian version of what we know in the U.S. as Mardi Gras. And I'm going to read from share some passages from my award-winning book, The Basic Art of Italian Cooking, Holidays and Special Occasions, about Carnevale and some recipes also. So did you know that Carnevale originated in Rome? It began in ancient Rome with a term derived from the Latin word carnem levade. That's where the word Carnevale comes from. This referred to the period of fasting from meat. The feast lasts for about 10 days, but the ancient Romans celebrated it for approximately 180 days of the year. It was their way of celebrating their victories. After the fall of the Roman Empire, Carnevale was still celebrated by the Roman people. It always included a period of fasting and joy. There were some memorable Carnival celebrations that are noted in many history books. However, one grandiose celebration was in the year of 1656 in the center of Rome. It was celebrated to honor royalty. Christina of Sweden had just converted to Catholicism, and Rome became the home of the Vatican. The celebration was commemorated with many musical and theatrical presentations, and it culminated with a grand fireworks display. Carnival is made up of so many colors, from the beautiful fireworks to the costumes to the colored papers and streamers used during this holiday. Use the same for your Carnival party. To stay in the Carnival spirit, keep your tableware colored and festive. For a sit-down dinner, plates, napkins, and glasses should be in bright colors. If possible, give everyone a different colored plate. Colorful streamers can be used in many ways for place settings and decorations. In the spirit of the decadent Romans, a masked ball with lavish desserts is the perfect way to celebrate. And you can do it at home with your family also. The idea of wearing masks and costumes was so that everyone, no matter what their social status, became equal. No one knew your identity, so you could be what you wanted to be. The Venetians became so enamored with being able to hide their true selves that in the 1800s, many people wore masks all year round. As Oscar Wilde once said, man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart once wrote about the moving experience he spent in Venice with his father in 1771. The two arrived on February 11th at the eve of Shrove Tuesday. That's the Tuesday Carnival. He noted how moving this occasion was to not only have met Venice for the first time, but for it to happen during Carnevale. That very night, Mozart went to the theater since the Carnevale opera season was ending, and that was the last show. The afternoon of the next day, he went to the theater again, and around midnight, he took part in the Great Masked Ball in San Marco Square. For hundreds of years, the Venice Carnival has fascinated its visitors with all its rites and myths. So for Mozart, it was really love at first sight for this city and its magical holiday. In Tuscany, in the town of Viareggio, another notable Carnival celebration takes place. This begun in 1837 as a parade with decorated float and masked citizens. The event has grown into an elaborate one. Masked balls, 5 separate Carnival parades, and elaborate costumes mark this yearly tradition. This tradition is so famous that a Carnival museum dedicated to this event is now located in Viareggio. And I wanted to share, again, it's from my book, The Basic Art of Italian Cooking, Holidays and Special Occasions, but I consider my memories souvenirs. So I wanted to share a souvenir of a Carnival I spent in Rome, in the city of Rome. That's from my book, The Basic Art of Italian Cooking, Holidays and Special Occasions. We were able to spend one Carnival on February 5th in Rome, which is really where Carnival originated. It was a day and night filled with colorful costumes and confetti being thrown into the air. All of the main piazzas were coated with colorful confetti by the day's end. The city was buzzing with reporters and news cameras from all over the world, while Italy was attempting to resolve a few other crises that very day. It was really a Super Tuesday for Rome. The day had been bright and sunny, a typical Roman afternoon with the sun shining down on the eternal city. The night was a cool Rome evening, but still warm enough to eat al fresco. A night in Rome is never complete until we have our gelati at Giolitti and our coffee at Sant'Eustachio, or vice versa. But once that last bite of panna from the gelato has been savored, it's time to take one final passeggiata before the night ends, and then retire to home. Ah, Rome, my souvenirs from Rome are my vivid memories of the colors of Carnival, the taste of the special cakes like bugia and castagnola, the vivid brightness of the Roman sun, too difficult to capture in words, and a special evening filled with the sights of the Fountain of Trevi, the Pantheon, and the Piazza della Minerva. Those sights are among the most special of my souvenirs. The most memorable part of Carnival is the food, especially the specialty sweets made for this holiday. Celebrate the spirit of Carnival by making this Carnival sweet. It's called a frittella, and these have origins in Venice. This is a typical food that you will find in Venice, but actually, since everyone celebrates Carnival throughout Italy, you're most likely to find this throughout lots of different parts of Italy as well, but you could make it at home. So frittelle, this is a recipe for 6 people, and the ingredients are 1 pound of flour, 1 cup of raisins, 2 tablespoons of pine nuts, a tablespoon of sugar, 2 eggs, a cup of milk, a half a cup of grappa. Grappa is a liqueur made from grapes. 1 packet of brewer's yeast, a pinch of salt, peanut oil for frying, and confectioner's sugar to decorate. Melt the brewer's yeast and the regular sugar with a bit of warm water. Then add in the flour, the eggs, the grappa, the milk, and a pinch of salt. Mix everything and knead it until you see some kind of small air bubbles forming on the surface. Cover then with a napkin or a towel, and if you put the dough in a bowl, leave the towel over the bowl without it really touching the dough. Leave it in a warm place to enable it to rise. When the dough has doubled its volume, add in the raisins and pine nuts. Just add them in with your hands. Make balls with a teaspoon and gently slide them into the boiling peanut oil. The oil should be deep enough to cover the small balls, but do not put too many of these balls in at a time. When they rise to the top, turn them over so that they brown evenly. Then what you're going to do is when they're browned, not too brown, just a golden brown, you're going to take each one out and place them on some paper towels. miles to absorb the oil. Then you're going to dust them with the confectioner sugar and enjoy your frittoi, which is Venetian dialect for fratelli. For more great recipes for any holiday or to make any day a holiday, get your copy of the Gourmand World Award-winning book, The Basic Art of Italian Cooking, Holidays and Special Occasions, 2nd edition. And as mentioned, you can find that anywhere you can find books, online and at marialiberati.com. Hope you enjoy this Carnevale season, and thank you for listening to the Maria Liberati Show. Thanks for joining us. And as always, thanks to my producer, Britton Roselle, my production intern, Peter Saldino. Don't forget to share photos. If you do make the fratelli for Carnevale, please share them. Hashtag the Maria Liberati Show. Your picture may be selected to be placed on my social media or my website. You know, we have over 100,000 followers on my website and blog and many more on my social media. So Instagram, you can follow me at Maria Liberati. On Facebook, you can follow me at Chef Maria Liberati. And watch, because I sometimes have some Facebook Live segments. And we also have lots of interesting giveaways on Facebook. And on Twitter, you can follow me at Maria Liberati with a capital M, and on LinkedIn at M Liberati. And don't forget to tell us, what does food mean to you? Share that with us. Post on social media. Hashtag it the Maria Liberati Show. And if you have a special food word, again, keep it clean, but if you have a special food word you'd like to share with us, again, hashtag it on social media, the Maria Liberati Show. And if we share it, you may win a copy, an autographed copy of a book from my book series. Until next time, this is Maria Liberati. Peace, love, and pasta.